I'm DJ Sixsmith. You're watching The Sit Down. Tammy Pescatelli is here with us. New Showtime comedy special. All the women are here. More funny women of a certain age.
More of them.
Yeah, really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Look how nice he shook my hand.
Absolutely.
No coronavirus.
No coronavirus.
No
We're good.
I just got done worrying about venereal diseases. I'm at that stage in my life I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff anymore. Now coronavirus
You're like, can we just chill and focus on the comedy?
Can I not be afraid of night sweats my whole life? Could that just be part of it?
It'd be nice. But you got a good group here, so
yeah, they're
what was
amazing.
it like putting this thing together?
Well, I didn't put it together. I just took the phone call,
right.
which was great. And they called me up and they're like, do you want to do this? And I'm like, how come you didn't call me for the first one?
I was waiting. I was ready.
The first one was great. I know, and then I was happy. Then look at this lineup. How can you be upset? One of my favorite comics ever, one of my favorite, Carol Leifer, like she's amazing. Caroline Ray, one of my favorite human beings ever, hysterical. Awesome. Carol Montgomery put it together. Julia Scotti, who is going, like, what an amazing story.
Unbelievable.
Like, why you want to transition to be a female comic is crazy. I would recommend you don't. And then, of course, Thea, who's just the great Thea.
So did you know everybody before this, or was some of this the first time? Ish. You guys have kind of crossed paths?
You can't be this age in I'm 25 years in stand-up. To not know each other. They never put us together before because women weren't allowed to work with other women because I don't know if they thought we'd be like casting some spells or something. I don't know what they thought we were going to be doing, kind of plotting. It's like parole, like you can't hang out with another convict afterwards.
Isn't that so ridiculous that it took over 20 years to just get to this point?
Yes, it is so ridiculous. Why did it take this long? I don't know. I have no idea why it took this long.
And even the fact that we had to have the first Showtime series too, just to get these women together. Like, it's great that we're going to see this in a couple different evolutions here, right?
Yeah, except that this is, I'll tell you what really upsets me though, is that I thought by this age, you know who blew this? Jay Leno. When she showed up at age 50 at the Super Bowl in her sequins and twerking, I was really good for you.
Come on,
but
J-Lo.
I mean, I want to relax. How long do I have to work out? I'm sitting here sucked in, triple spank stuff. This is ridiculous. At some point, I'd like to moo-moo it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought this was Rue McClanahan age.
I hear you.
You know?
Hey, but you're still doing your thing. You're still making people laugh, most importantly.
Yes, I love to do that.
What's it been like for you to build it out over the course of 25 years? Because we were talking off camera, it was like the late night shows were the big thing when you were first getting in. Like, how has your comedy evolved over the last couple decades?
I know who I am. I mean, right now you can't shake me. Like, if you like me, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Go find someone who else makes you laugh. I can't entertain everybody, right? Like, I just dig who I am at this point of the game. I know I own my mistakes, I own my flaws, and I keep trying to move forward. And trust me, I'm completely flawed, and if I'm not, my family will remind me. So.
I feel like that's a good life lesson too. Just embrace who you are, be self-aware of what you lack and where you struggle with stuff, and then just own it.
Yeah, and then surround yourself with idiots, and then it feels better.
Surround yourself with people that'll laugh at you, right?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So, in this special in particular, what were some big things you wanted to hit on with your jokes?
Well, I wanted to make sure that I have so much going on. Like, I have a new special that comes out 3 days after this, so I didn't want anything that was in that special to be in it, so I had to come up with material and try to remember it all at the same time, what I had done, what I hadn't done. And I just really wanted to make sure that you don't want to be the weak link, right? These are all heavy hitters. So you certainly don't want to, I'm not used to doing group specials. So this is a really cool thing. And then to have women of this caliber, I don't want to be the one that go, oh, it was great until her. You don't want to be the fast forwarded person, right?
Had you ever had something so close to the release of a special like this? Like,
no,
that seems
it was crazy.
Insane. Yeah.
It is insane. But I think it's a good thing because, look, I think people don't think things anymore. They don't think for a long term. So for me, if I do this releases, people like me, well, you can see a lot longer in just a couple days.
Do you wonder what
if you don't watch it?
Yeah,
how about
just
that? Don't try to change me. I'm not changing you. Don't try to change who I am.
I love just the full Italian personality coming out.
You know what it is?
Like, when did you get to the point where you're like, this is how I'm rocking?
Age 4, I think it was. I don't know. It's just, look, you can't, I think it's become stronger and stronger the more people try to, you can't troll me.
Right.
Do you know what my father said to me?
Right, social media is probably nothing compared to real life for you.
Me. Yeah. I grew up with I'm related. I have trolls for in-laws. Stop. Like, you can't. And I think that's what happens. And then you know who you are. And then your voice comes, and you're just who who I am on stage is really me in real life. Like I always just wanted, you know, to write my act as if we're all friends and I haven't seen you for a long time. And that's kind of how it showed up.
I think annoying family members are the original trolls. When
Man,
you think
for
about
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And they're still there. I mean, literally, I told you all this stuff. I'm so blessed, especially at age 50, to have this special and all this. And I go to see my aunt the other day, and my cousin Johnny, who hasn't had a job in 7 years, sitting on the couch, goes, "Hey, Tam, you don't work out no more?"
Oh my gosh. You're like, dude, do you work?
Dude, you don't work out. You should be on my 600-pound light. Like, you know,
like,
I mean, nothing wrong with that, but
yeah.
don't pick on me. Be you, but don't pick on me.
That's amazing. Like, you're hustling around, like, doing everything you can, getting all these different gigs, and people are still trying to tear you down.
I don't even judge. That's the thing. I don't judge anybody's place in their life. I don't try to tell them how to do their life, but don't try to come and tell me how to do mine, because I'll for sure shut you down. Like, this is what I do. I'm in the business of words. I don't have time for the chaos, you know?
What do you remember about your first late night experience doing that?
It was my first time ever on television.
Wow. How old were you at that point?
34. Yeah, 34. I had never been on TV, and I had waited and waited and waited. I was supposed to do David Letterman. And then he got sick with a heart attack, so then the Tonight Show scooped me up, and that was a big time when they used to break. They had little things of who to break.
Rivalry, yeah.
And it was so great, because I was like standing backstage, and I'm like, I'm so nervous, and then all of a sudden it just clicked. Like, I've been a comic for 10 years now. I can make 200 people in this room laugh, and I went out and I had a great set, and then Jay called me to sit down, and Tobey Maguire was on the...
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and so I sat on the couch, and I did longer sitting on the couch
really?
Than I did. I wasn't prepared for it, right?
Yeah, like, you just went off the cuff at that point.
And it was great, too, because when Tobey was Spider-Man, I wish he'd come back as Spider-Man, because it was great. My nephews, I used to keep them in check, because I'd be like, I know Spider-Man. And they're like, no, you don't. And I'm like, take a look at this. Yeah, this is, see that? Who am I sitting next to right there? I'll tell Peter Parker what you did. But
does your son think you're funny?
Yeah, my son thinks I'm funny.
He's in on Mom as a comic?
You better think I'm funny. You know, I'm not taking you to places. No, he digs it. He really does. And he's kind of funny himself, so he always
so he picks some up of it.
Yeah, for sure. He asked me the other day, he was like, because there's a new Big Hero 6 coming out.
Yep.
And he's like, what happened to Big Hero 1 through 5? And I'm like, you're right, kid, you're right. Yeah, he gets it.
That's awesome. So when people check this out, there's obviously a ton of awesome women here, a ton to laugh about. What are the big take-homes you want them to have when they're watching it with their family, with their spouses, whoever it may be?
I just want you to forget that we're women. Just we're funny. And look, see this?
Yeah.
Take a look. That's it. Look at that. See funny? You don't have to even worry about what the gender is. Just look at the funny.
That's all the promotion you need right there.
That's all you need.
I like it.
But this just explains the perspective.
Yeah, perfect.
And that's it. And if you can't read any of it, funny women on Showtime. And now I'm upset that I didn't get that part of the waitress on that show that I like called Shameless.
It all
You
works
think
out.
we could have figured that out?
I think so. But hey, you'll be on Showtime. It'll be a good time. Really
Thanks
nice to meet
so
you.
much.
Thanks so much. Check her out, March 14th, the big day. For Tammy, I'm DJ. See you next time. All right, let's sit down.